I swear, every single time I play this friggin' game, or every time I've ever played a game like this, I've always lost all my shit. Like, halfway through the game, I'm like, oh my god! Sure enough, two girls I never thought I'd see again are stood right in front of me. In my school. In my classroom, no less, wearing the school's official uniform for the girls. The cheerful one, Sayaka, bows politely to the class, flashing me a grin as her eyes pass over me. What is this? The other girl is less courteous, her arms crossed and her brow furrowed. What does that mean? She doesn't look pleased to be here at all. Her gaze passes over me too, but rather than a smile, she gives me a nasty glare. Kinda like, I hate you. I hate your guts. Why am I here? Is she blaming me for this? It sure feels like it. So it's Hikari. Hey, don't. Sayaka gives her a playful push, and she stumbles into the center of the classroom, everyone's eyes upon her. She looks like she's at a loss for words, her mouth opening and closing as her face gradually goes red. Oh my god, I lost all my shit. This is hilarious, guys. At least for me, it's funny. Alright, I gotta make that a little bit bigger so, you know, you guys aren't lagging as much. It's like zoom, 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 zoom. I can't make a zoom, I don't think. Is it zooming? It certainly looks like it, don't it? I have no idea if it is. I guess she doesn't cope well under the spotlight. I have to like... Wow, that text is so small I can't even see it. She trails off into a murmur before spinning on her heel and storming her way back to Sayaka, practically hiding behind her. Hikari simmers with a silent rage, her hands balled up into tight fists, practically shaking. I'm sure if she wasn't in a classroom full of people, things might have gotten violent here. Yeah, she would punch her in the face. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and save this right here. Empty slot 2. Return. When their introduction's over, the teacher motions for them to take their seats. Wait a second. I only just realized where the only spare seats are in the classroom are. One of them is right behind me with a window view too, and the other is to my right. So that means they'll both be sitting beside me. Actually, this is pretty convenient. I can finally ask them just what the heck they're doing here. Sayaka, with a spring in her step, waltzes towards the desk behind me. Hikari stomps her way over and takes the other desk. Of course, she's pissed off. I lean out from my desk to try and catch their attention, but I'm cut short by the teacher, who resumes whatever it is he was talking about before. Damn it! I didn't want to get in trouble for talking during class. I'll have to wait until the break. That's 2 lessons away, though, which is practically an eternity! I swing back around to the front of my desk. I can't do anything right now, so I'll just pay attention to the teacher and... no! How can I pay attention to anything when 2 magical girls are sitting near me? Literally magical. I want answers now. Drumming my fingers against the desk as the teacher continues to drone on, I try to think of a way around this. Pass a note. It's better I don't speak during class, so... of course, it's so obvious. I dig into my school bag, pull out my notebook and pencil, I'll just pass him a note! Simple and silent. It's a bit of an immature means of communicating, I'll admit, but I'm desperate here. I scroll down my message. What are you guys doing here? I may as well get straight to the point. I tear the page out, almost ripping it in half in the process. Only one question left. Who do I give this note to? Oh, do I give it to the angry one, or do I give it to the one that's all hippy pippy? I think I'm gonna give it to the Sayaka Hickory. Sayaka. I don't know. I'm kind of the guy that goes. I don't know. Let's go with Oh, I guess Sayaka. Okay. Well, it's going to be harder to pass a note to someone directly behind me without looking too suspicious. I get the feeling Sayaka might actually want to respond. Kicking back in my chair, I lean backwards and slip the note into her desk, while keeping my forward as if I were a good student who actually is paying attention to the lesson at hand. Yeah, I don't do this at school. I'm more of the guy that's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty good too. Yeah? Cool. I'm more of that type. I just talk. At least, I think I managed to give her the note. After a minute or two twirling my thumb, I begin to lose faith in my plan. Maybe this was... Something suddenly chaps my shoulder. The same page I had torn out from my pad before floating down to my desk. Success! Written below my hastily scrawled, just barely legible message is one in far neater handwriting and accompanied by a smiley face. We're here to protect you, silly. Protect me? Right. I remember her saying something about them being my guardian angels, and that they'd be keeping a closer eye on me, but this is ridiculous. I scribbled down my reply, writing so fast I have to cross out a word several times before I finally get it right. Okay, I get that part, but what do you really need to be this close? How did you guys even manage to get enrolled? Did you forget how close you were to being chomped on this morning? We're not gonna let that happen again. As far as we know, and as far as how we got in, well, let's just say we can be very persuasive. Hehehe. Who actually writes hehehe? Whatever. At least she gave me an answer. Somewhat. I wonder how they were persuasive. Like, did they grab their swords to be like, enroll us, or did they do something else? Oh, I'm a horrible person. I have a dirty mind. Now that I think about it, the teacher did look a little confused as he introduced them. I'm guessing they wormed their way in here with whatever magic powers they have. Oh yeah, I forgot they can also just go, these are the droids you're not looking. These are not the droids you're looking for. How do I mess up that line? I have no idea. That's a bit scary, actually. Magic. I use the word so casually. Am I just accepting its existence now? I guess, given the evidence, it's a bit hard not to. But I'm still going to remain skeptical. The first lesson of the day goes on at an agonizingly slow pace. I can't focus on a thing, no matter how hard I try. After what seems like an eternity, the bell finally rings, announcing the end of the lesson. Yes! There's still another lesson to go before break time, though, which makes it impossible to talk with the girls, especially since the next lesson is PE, where boys and girls are separated. Why is my life so complicated? After reluctantly getting changed for PE, I'm soon in the schoolyard with the male half of our class. Much like the first lesson, I find it hard to pay attention to the PE teacher as he goes on through our basic warm-up exercises. I follow the exercises just about with as much enthusiasm as a zombie. Wait, as a zombie when he's not trying to get brains, or a zombie when he's going after a brain? It's like, it's right here! The rest of the lesson is sort of a blur. At least until some of the male students start to look towards the track and field where the girls are. They're staring in amazement, some even rubbing their eyes as if it couldn't be real. What is so amazing? What are you guys all looking at? I muscle into the crowd that formed so I can actually get a good look on the field. No way! The girls are running on the track, which isn't an amazing thing in itself, but who's running on the track that makes it such an unreal sight? Oh my god, Sakura blazes across the track, practically at a blur as she leaves the others in dust. She's literally running circles around them. I see what they did there, that's a good fun. She didn't look tired or exhausted at all either, save for the beads of sweat creeping. In fact, she has a small smile on her face, clearly enjoying it all. As if it wasn't obvious before, these girls are on a completely different level. I'm sure she's breaking several kinds of records right here. The other girls in the group helplessly trail behind her, their expressions ranging from sheer confusion to envy. This is amazing. Some of the girls are, well, I guess we're now the top of their class when it came to the track too. But she's making them all look like snails in comparison. Wow, how quick is she? I can't imagine how they must feel being showed up by someone who hasn't been here a day. I can hardly keep my eyes on her. Man, thank God my dogs aren't in here. I can hardly keep my eyes on her. She seems to just get a little faster with each loop she makes around the track. G-force maybe? Like, if there's a wall around the track, that makes sense. She's going... It won't be long before she becomes one big blur encircling the place. Is she even human? I'm seriously beginning to doubt it here with the superhuman display. Yeah, superhuman. Anyways, I even think the top athletes in this country couldn't even compare to her. While Sakura is hogging the spotlight here, there's someone missing in all of this. Her fair, grumpier counterpart, Hikari. If anything, shouldn't she be neck and neck with Sakura? I scan the ones trailing behind. I can't find her either. Just where, behind the other girls being left in the dust, I see someone dragging her feet, a sour expression on their face. See, she's just walking, her arms folded like usual. I wonder if her arms are glued like that. She isn't even trying. She must really not have wanted to enroll here. It must have been Sakura's idea entirely. What are you all Oh wait. What are you all staring at? Come on, let's get back to it. Apparently, all forgetting we had our own lesson at hand, the teacher calls us back to reality and forcing us all to reluctantly stop looking at the girls. Stop gawking at the girls. The rest of PE lesson goes by without anything much of note happening when finally, the lunch break arrives. Thank God! My God! I spot the magic girls in the classroom, casually chatting away with some of the other students. Huh, I didn't think they'd be able to make it friends already. Though after Sakura's little display earlier, she's probably the talk of the class. She gives me a wave and a cheery smile, but I can hardly say I do the same. Okay, yeah, hi! Look, can we talk? No, not here. I mean, can we talk somewhere private? Crap. That might have come out weird. I'm getting weird looks from everyone in the class, a few of them breaking into whispers and giggles. Of course. Of course. Even Sakura is frigging surprised, despite full well knowing what I mean. Oh my, this is a bit sudden. I don't know what to say. Come on, stop messing around. I've been dying to talk to you, both of you, since this morning. Oh god, I made it worse, didn't I? I've somehow turned this into looking like one of the most awkward confessions ever. Guys, if you're gonna confess to somebody like that, you better be damn well knowledgeable that you might be making yourself look like a fool. That line is perfect! Oh my god! She giggles along with the continued painful stares from the class. Well, if she's going to be like this, I have no choice. This is going to make me look even worse in front of the class, but I need answers. I take a deep breath to steel myself. And then... But what? Oh wait, no. I grab her by the wrist, pulling her along towards the classroom door, whether she likes it or not. Given what I've witnessed before, I'm sure she could have me flat on the floor if she was truly opposed to this. I think she's just messing around at this point, though. And you too, come with me. With my free hand, I take a hold of Hickory's wrist, no doubt commenting to myself as some sort of deviant within my class. Thankfully, both follow along without too much resistance. Ignoring the brunt of Hickory's verbal abuse, I continue on to the doorway. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just have to find someone quiet where no one will hear us discuss this magic and monster business. The question is, oof! Kenta, dude, you're making this look horrible. Like, seriously, man. In all my haste to escape the classroom, with both the girls in tow, I crash into someone who's already making their way through the door. They stumble backwards, looking slightly dazed. Thankfully, they don't look hurt. Are you okay? Sorry about that. I offer an apologetic smile. Who is she again? She must be from my class. I can't recall her name, though.
Heiki.
It's fine. Oh my god. She speaks in a cold tone. Am I southern or something? She speaks in a cold tone. Her equally cold eyes locked onto my own, and an intense stare that completely betrays her words. Yikes. I guess she has a reason to be annoyed, given my clumsiness. But this is a look of pure hate. Yeah, it is. It really is. Okay, okay then. Confirming she's okay, I continue on with Hickory and Sakura. I'm just gonna call her Sakura. Sayaka. Sakura. I'm just gonna call her Sakura. They're protesting mostly from Hickory's side, increasing in volume. I can't even begin to imagine what this must look like for people passing by. I'm sure even as I head for the stairs, that girl is still staring at me. Did I do something to annoy her? I mean, besides the clumsiness from today, of course. I can't worry about her for now. I have bigger problems to worry about. Namely, two big problems. One in each hand of mine. So this kid is thinking, yeah, she's probably angry at me from bumping into her. She's probably even more. She's probably staring at you going down because you're holding two girls against their will. Oh my god. Emerging onto the roof, I'm thankful to see that it's devoid of life. Safely walled by small mesh fences of... The roof is technically a spot students can spend their break at, but it really isn't that popular. Oh, Kenta. Works for me! Okay, now can you guys explain this whole mess? I release both of their wrists simultaneously. Sakura bounces back happily, completely unbothered, but while Hikari on the other hand, rubs at her wrist as if I assaulted her. Oh. What? What the heck are they even? I shake my head. This isn't a confession! You know full well what this is about. I can feel my face burning up. Mine is too, to be honest. Mine is too. Like, this is awkward. It really is exhausting dealing with them. Sakura gives me a teasing smile before bursting into a giggle. Apparently this is the funniest thing in the world to her. Alright guys, so we're gonna save this here. Empty slot 3. Thank you. I let out a sigh, my shoulders dropping. Alright guys, we're gonna be right back, alright? This was episode 3, I believe it was episode, I don't even know. They've all been back to back to back lately, so maybe 2 back again. Wow, look at that! The sunbeams actually show. That's amazing. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I've had a blast with this. See you guys in a bit. Peace.